Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy Games. So today is a good day. The 1.1 patch just came out, and yeah, I just would like to take some time and maybe like show off some of the changes, or at least some of the changes that affects me, or at least is more apparent, because there was a lot of like bug fixes to, I don't know, like certain moves bugging out sometimes, or certain like parts of a story step like bugging out. So like those stuff is like I don't want to say not important, but they're not as fun to talk about, I guess. Or like you can't really form an opinion on those kinds of things, because like of course fixing bugs is good. So yeah, as you can see, one of the things they've added into the game is more idle animations. And that stretching animation for Chi-Chi that just happened just now wasn't in the game before, and I think there's like all the characters probably have one new one. Um, maybe Sucrose. Maybe I can get her to do like, yeah, this the thing where she takes out her bone. I think is new as well. I'm really glad that she went directly to this idle animation, not her like the one where she takes out the two like beakers and mixes them together and blows up. I wonder, like, she already had two different idle man. No, yeah, this one is old. I don't know if she has a new one. But yeah, a lot of the characters have new idle animations, which is really nice. It really brings out their character a lot more. I guess moving on, another thing that you immediately notice when or at least I immediately noticed when I logged into the game, was that if you go to the map here, the maximum resin is now increased to 160, so you don't have to like scramble to, you can like leave it overnight and recharge and stuff, so you know how to scramble to use it up, which is pretty nice, I guess. I don't know if that's what people were asking for. I think people were asking more for the resin system to be larger, or like maybe the cost of resin be reduced. But I don't know, I guess this is like a first step. Most of the things that has changed is actually in like menus and stuff, from what I understand. So if I go to settings, so yeah, unfortunately, they still don't have a way to detect whether you're on keyboard or controller. So every time I log into the game, I still have to change it to controller. But yeah, let's take a look at the keyboard. You can now change key bindings. So if I go like inventory, why is it B? What does B stand for? Bag? No, it's not open bag, it's open inventory, so it's supposed to be I, okay? So you can do that now. And the character screen, I'm gonna make it H actually, since in Guild Wars 2 that's the default. Map is okay. Handbook, I'm gonna make it K. I don't really use the co-op screen, so I'm not gonna bind. Wish is whenever I make wishes, I'm gonna deliberately go through the menu so I don't accidentally make wishes, I guess, or go into a wish menu by accident. Battle pass, I think battle pass is okay. Event is probably L for log. And quest, maybe this should be O. Quest should be log. And I don't really know what some of these are. Anyways, I should just move on. Yeah, so you can change keyboard buttons now. And if I go back to controller, whoops, let's go back to settings. You can remap some of these things. So if I want my attack to be X instead, I can do that. It automatically replaces whatever X was. I think it was pick up and interact with that button. But I'm already quite used to this one. Originally, I wanted to change it to be like Legend of Zelda, where Y is jump and X is like attack, I think. but I realized that because there's elemental burst and elemental skill, it doesn't map completely with the same as Breath of the Wild's, and I got used to this setting anyway, so I didn't change it. Oh yeah, you can if you're used to like Xbox version of accept and decline, you can change it over, so that's nice too. One of the things I've noticed, actually it's actually in the keyboard. Let's go back to key binding. I wanted to change, since I'm using left shift as sprint anyway, I wanted to change right click to aiming, and yeah, I couldn't. You can't remap. You only remap keyboard buttons and not like mouse buttons, unfortunately. And I have like an MMO mouse since I played Guild Wars 2, and I wanted to map some of these things to like the thumb buttons. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Like some of the newer mice have like buttons where your thumb is for you to bind things to. But unfortunately, that's not a thing too. But I guess this is a good start. There's only been like a couple months since the game's release, and I guess now we're used to games being live services, so they get live updates and quality of life updates as people, I guess, make a fuss about it. And unfortunately, even though as much as I love using the keyboard and mouse, and I want to use the keyboard and mouse, I'm still forced, kinda sorta, to use a controller since there is still no way to switch invert for the mouse. So when I look up, I pull the mouse down, and when I look down, I pull the mouse. I guess I push the mouse up, and I got used to that. I think it's because back in the days, one of the games I played was like default that way, and I just never never put in the time to try and fix that. I don't know, it's not really a fix, I guess. Never put in the time to get used to normal, and I would much rather play inverted as kind of a personal preference. But yeah, that option is not available, so unfortunately I am still stuck using the controller, which isn't too bad. So going on to graphics, they've added a lot of different, I think these ones down here, options, and you can kind of play around depending on how powerful your graphics card is. You can play around what options you want. I usually don't like motion blur, so I turn that off, and bloom kind of annoys me, so I turn that off too. And another thing that I wanted was to be able to play borderless windowed, but unfortunately you can either only do windowed or full screen, and yeah, it seems to me that MiHoYo is working a lot to put stuff into the game, but maybe they don't have a lot of experience with PC games or something. I don't. All I know is that they made Honkai Impact back in the days. I don't know what other games they made, but it almost feels like they don't have experience with PC games, so they didn't have the what would you call it? The hindsight? No, that's not right. The wisdom of including all these different kinds of preferences, the settings for people with different preferences, depending on how they do it, how they want to play, or how they want to interface with the game's like UI and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of good changes so far, and there's also a lot of things that I wanted that is not in the game, which isn't really their fault, but at the same time, if you like compare it to games these days, it's not like meeting a certain like bar, but at the same time, it's like, can you really fault the developers for not knowing some of these things? It's like, I don't know, it's more of a communication thing between the user base and the developers, I think, because I don't think the developers would deliberately not add quality of life things. It's just a matter of how important it is, I guess. And yeah, so hopefully at some point Switch Invert will be put in the game. borderless window would be put into the game, and more refining of like key bindings can be put into the game. Because right now you can't, I don't think you can bind anything to like mouse click or thumb click down. And switch party members is like stuck as what it is. Oh well, that's okay. So yeah, nothing really changed with audio. I think messages is like, there's nothing in this menu because I'm on PC, but if you're on mobile, this is if you send people out on commissions, or wait, is it commissions? Or what are those, expeditions? It would actually like alert you on your phone through your phone's notifications when they become available, or if you have like a bunch of things being forged or something, you can turn that on or off here. Languages, there's a thing about languages that I want to get into, but it's not part of this menu. I guess I'll just say it here. They've added the Japanese VO for Lumine and Paimon, or at least the Traveler and Paimon's like conversation. Maybe I can show that off later. Another thing is if you have like a code, which right now I think Genshin 1111 for like November 11th, I guess. So Genshin 1111 and Genshin Gift, all one word, is like a code for Primogems and Mora right now. So you can like go into here, enter a thing, Genshin 1111, exchange. I think I already used it, so it's already in use. I wonder what happens if you use some random thing. Does it just say invalid? Yeah, it says invalid. So yeah, there's Genshin 1111 and Genshin Gift. Yeah, already in use too. So yeah, those are the two right now. I don't know when they'll expire, so depending on when you're watching this video, those things might not be valid anymore. But yeah, you can put that in at a really nice, convenient place. I think they specifically put this in for PS4 players because they use PSN instead of a MiHoYo account, and you need to log into a MiHoYo account or a linked account, like a Google or a Facebook or a Twitter or something, on the MiHoYo's like website in order to claim. But since it's a PSN account and that's not supported, the PS4 people couldn't redeem the codes, unfortunately. But now they can, so yay! So yeah, this is one big thing. I called this so what happens is I always complained about the camera in this game, and this option right here is literally like, do you want to play the game? Do you want to have more fun in the game, on or off? Actually, I guess it would be, do you not want to have fun? And it's like, no, I don't want to have fun. Turn that off. So yeah, this I'm really bad at jokes, I guess. I don't really do update videos, but this is all like for me to practice just explaining things, for me to like learn how to talk better. But anyways, this camera, combat camera, so normally the camera like does its own thing and tries to zoom in and out and stuff. This turns that off, so you have complete control of the camera. And this one lets you default the camera how you want. So if you reduce this, it'll be really close to the character, but if you increase it, it'll be really far. So I put it at the furthest distance, so it'll default to the furthest distance whenever it can. And yeah, so the camera won't have a mind of its own anymore if you turn this off. So this is probably my favorite change in this patch so far, at least in terms of like improving gameplay quality of life. This is my favorite change for this section. And yeah, so those are the settings. The next area, they've added these two archives, character archives and regular archives. So character archives is like just what characters there are in the game, pretty much. They like, before there was no way to know like the full roster of characters, but now you can like actually like zoom into them and be like, hey, I don't have this character looks cool, I want to roll for this character. Oh, look at their constellation and what effects they have. Look at their talents and what kind of attacks and skills they have. And I guess they have profile too, which is pretty surprising, but they don't have the voices. So you have to roll the character in order to get more. But they don't really say which weapon they use either. But maybe shoots gems. I guess this is a catalyst user. I actually don't know. I don't know. She is a catalyst user. I used her in the, which is another update, I guess, that I can go over later. But she shoots rocks at people. I didn't know. Like, I think she was part of the story, but I never really seen her do anything in the story, so I didn't know what she did. And yeah, I don't have this character right now either, which is nice because right now there's like a banner for her by Beidou. I don't know. Ningguan and Diona and oh, his name is Tartaglia here. I thought it was Child. But yeah, they have a banner for these four right now, which is one of the. I guess I can just show that off right now if I go to Wish. If I go to the Wish menu. Yeah, so right now there is this banner, which is also new. It'll last for I think like until like the beginning of December or something like that. And you get a higher chance of getting these characters. And just like the previous one, you still can roll for like the existing base set of 5-star characters. So Klee and Venti is not a part of this. They seem to be rotating them out as the one for the banner. And oh, Noelle is still here. What was the last one? Noelle, Xingqiu, and Xingqiu and Sucrose. So if there was no rotation here, you get access to all of the 4 stars. Except again, these 4 stars are higher likelihood from this banner, which is actually really nice because I don't have any of these characters. Whereas the previous banners, I already had like Noelle and stuff, so rolling for them, there was a chance I would get a repeat, which isn't as bad. I mean, personally, I would rather have new characters because then you would get more playstyles. But if you get a repeat of character, you can upgrade their constellation, which somewhat changes their playstyle depending on which level of the constellation you you unlock. So yeah, there's character archives, which just lets you see what characters are in the game and which ones you have unlocked. You can sort it. Sort by owned, default. Filter it. I only want to see sword users. Wait, sword users, confirm. Stuff like that. Which is nice. This archive is a whole new menu. You can see the lore and stuff for each weapon. So for this one, it's like, the one who uses this heavy, edgeless, two-handed greatsword knows this well. That is matters not what the weapon is, but it is the wielder's might that counts. So yeah, you can like read about the weapons in this menu. Wait, is there more? And the artifacts too, I guess. Which I think was like hidden in the original artifact and weapon and inventory menu. So they're like, oh, it was hard for people to find. Let's just make a menu for them to use. So you can read lore about materials. This is where they're storing all the books now. So they've taken it out of the inventory as an item. I don't know what that check mark is on the... Oh, I think that might be you've completed all the volumes. Maybe this one I don't have all of it. If I go to this one, expand. So yeah, I only got 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, and 10. I'm missing some for this one. But for this one, I have all of them, which is only 1 and 2. So yeah, you can read books. This is really important. I think a lot of people wanted to kind of go back and see what these, because then when they appear during combat and stuff, people just skip through them like yeah whatever, I want to continue my combat, I don't want to read all this stuff. But then they kind of like do not realize some of these more in-depth combat mechanics and stuff, like elemental reactions and how they interact with each other and stuff. So it's really nice to be able to like go through all these and kind of see everything. So they talk about enemies. This one was, so this tab was all. This tab is just the elements and elemental reactions. This one is like enemies. This one is like the map and world leveling and like icons and stuff. And this is like stuff you can do in the open world and stuff you can interact stuff in the world. So it's nice to be able to kind of be like, what was that thing about anemo bugs or whatever that you can capture in this new thing, and then you can go back here and kind of see it. Geography. I don't know what this is, to be honest. I feel like I've unlocked all these already because I've explored the whole map, but apparently I didn't, so I don't know what these are. I might have to like look into this some more, but yeah, it might have to do with the new, what's it like, request system or reputation system or something like that, which is nice. So yeah, 2 new menus, and I guess if I go to character, I can kind of just show off real quick. Voiceover. So yeah, you can, the Japanese ones are here now.
報われるとは限らないって気づいたぞ。どうして？ほら、セピロス騎士のホフマン。毎日仕事頑張ってるだろ？でも、いつものんびりしてるガイアがあいつの上司だ。うん。でも、一番忙しいじいさんが代理団長でしょ。
The main character's voice sounds a little bit muffled. I don't know why. Maybe it's just for that one. But anyways, that's in the game now. I don't know if you came from a previous video or anything, but I kind of pointed this out in a previous video I made playing through the story, where for whatever reason these did nothing when you try to like play them. But if you switch the voice back to Mandarin, they exist. So yeah, that seemed to be a bug, and they've fixed it. So yay, good stuff. What else is there? They've changed how the adventure handbook. I think this one is organized. So before, when you go down this menu, it just has like Mondstadt bosses and Li Yue bosses, and there's like a lot of overlap because they both have like this Fatui person. They both have abyss mages and everything, so it didn't really make sense. So what they did is they reorganized it and categorized it as common, elite, and boss enemies, and also you can see all of them if you wish. So this actually makes more sense to me because I was actually looking for that. Oh, she's not here. I wonder if she gets taken away because she's respawning. Yeah, I was looking for this because I needed to upgrade a sword and I needed this this enemy's like drop. Can I go? Yeah, I need it like this pretty much. So, oh wait, no, it was this. So I fought all the ones I can find in order to like craft these up to this one. So yeah, which is pretty nice. There's a new battle pass. I was able to get to level 50 with the last battle pass because the last day introduced a new week, and I was just like, I think 2 levels away, but collecting all this, the Mondstadt and Li Yue specialties. Oh yeah, there's bounty and requests now. I'll go into that later. Do it, cooking and foraging dishes was just enough, combined with like that day's daily mission was just enough to bump me to level 50. and let me go back in. And when I got to level 50 and I saw that if I just paid money, I would get 680 Primo Gems. This treasure chest, I think this might be the weapon of this gymnastic hymn. And everything in this bottom row for the if I paid the money, I think it was like $10 or something. Oh, it's $14 in Canada. I would get just all of it. And I was really close to being like, oh, but if I just bought it, I get all of this and I don't have to worry about it. I get some intertwined fate. Is that what it's called? Oops, wrong button. Yeah, intertwined fates. I think I'll get like 5 of them. I will get all these Primo Gems. I would get all these purple hero wits. So this is the biggest like experience consumable. I would get so many of them, and all this Mora and weapon experience and stuff too. I was really close to buying it, but I didn't. I have not spent a dime on this game yet, so I kind of want to keep it that way. I'm really afraid, like, the moment I do drop money on it, it'll kind of be like, oh, it's easy to drop money on it. Maybe I'll just drop another $1 here or there, or another $10 here or there, and then it'll kind of get out of control. So I feel like I'm just gonna be disciplined and not buy anything for now. And by for now, I mean I want to do it forever. But if I ever win the lottery or something, maybe I'll drop some money on this game. But yeah, so in the inventory, this is maybe like my second favorite update. You can lock items now. So if you try to upgrade them, you don't accidentally like consume a weapon or artifact that you don't want to. And I think more importantly, locking them is nice and all, but I guess I can just go into any random. But the biggest thing is now you see the stats they put on the right there, the stats of the thing you're looking at, so you can kind of make the decision right then and there and be like, oh, I don't care about these. Traveling Doctor I don't care about. Sure, I'll keep that one. Defense, oh, I don't like defense. Oh, this one has crit rate up. I guess I'll keep crit rate. Electro damage bonus. I guess that might be good. Oh, but this one is not that good. I'll use these ones, and then I think that is a lot better. Like this wasn't talked as much as being able to lock things out. So yeah, and all you need to do is like for the controllers, click down to lock or unlock it. I think the first time you do it, they give you a prompt saying like this is gonna be locked out, and you won't be able to use it or something like that in upgrades. But I just like got rid of that text box right away. You click, if you look at the thing on the right that says like it's this thing stats, there's like a little unlock icon, like a lock that's unlocked. If you're a mouse and keyboard, you click on that to lock it. Yeah, I think this is probably my second favorite, and being able to lock things is my third favorite upgrade of this patch. There was another thing about this that I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember what it is at the time, at this point. Oh yeah, I wanted to say like locking things out is nice, but I think I would have rathered it make actually no. Now that I've actually interfaced with this, I think locking it out is better. But I was gonna say like being able to mark something as trash maybe would have been better. So you can just have like a button that says like if I use this, I can be like use all trashed items or something, and then I can auto add all my trashed items. But I think this might be better since you have to make sure whenever you're upgrading something, you have to make sure like you're not sacrificing something you don't want to, or you wanted to keep or something. So yeah, maybe in the future they'll add a way to mark something as trash, and add that system. But that's just like, I don't know. another feature in the future maybe. But this seems to be enough to make this more palatable. Like this whole menu thing. Oh, they also changed it so that there isn't that like top row where you can just organize by set, and it'll just list everything within one set. So now you pick a section, and you can pick, oh, I want to see all the gambling for this section, or I want to see all the gladiator set for this, and yeah, it just like further sorts it to make it less clutter, so you can kind of deal with things better. I like this a lot more. It's been a lot easier deciding what to assign, what artifacts to assign with this menu instead of the old one. So yeah, this is really good too. I'm really glad they spent the time to put this in the game. So another thing they've added is, so there's, if you look in the mini map, actually it's not there right now. Okay, yeah, it just appeared. There's like this triangle thing. So there is this reputation lady for Mondstadt, so it's this lady, Hertha. And this is where you go to get like the new quests. You get to increase your reputation. So there's bounties. I've randomly did one of them. Oh, they change. I had Cryo Mage, a Anemo, whatever thingy, that weird like ball thingy that like throws up tornadoes and things. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But I had that as a second, and then I had this guy as a third. So I guess what people are saying, oh, there's a little bug up here. The description is descriptio and then N underneath for some reason. But yeah, I heard people say like you get 3 a week. So if you want, I think this locks out after you completed it. So if you want to maximize your weekly reputation, you should always choose the highest one. That is, of course, if you have the team to be able to fight it. And yeah, if I press Y here, these are the rewards you get for increasing your reputation. These are just the Mondstadt ones, and that includes a recipe. This thing lets you build a thing that you consume, and it tells you where the closest animalculus is, I believe. This one lets you like capture those, what are they called? Animogranas. They look like little flying like fairies that if you use Animo elemental skill on, it creates an updraft. So what you can do with this is you catch, you pretty much like capture them, like Link capturing like a fairy in a ball or something. And you can like, you get an item that lets you pretty much spawn an updraft wherever you are. You get Venti's like power pretty much. But it's consumable, so you have to continuously catch them and then craft them and create it. So this is like a diagram, which is like a crafting recipe. This one you get a name card, which honestly I don't really care about, and another recipe. This lets you have like a quick button to press. You press a button and you assign like which food you want as your like resurrection food, and what food you want to have quick access to as a healing, or if you need a food that you want to hit before you get into battle that would increase your attack or something like that. You can assign that to this thing that you build. I don't know if this is permanent. I hope once you build this it is permanent. I'm not quite sure on that front. But yeah, once you have this, you can like have a quick button, so you don't have to like navigate into the inventory, scroll over to the food menu, find the food you want, and then use it. It'll be just quick and it won't break the flow of combat too bad. Portable waypoints. I don't know if I'll ever make this. I feel like currently the waypoints in the game is suffice, but I can see someone wanting to put this on like the island with the geo status boss. I think it's geo status. If I go out real quick. Oh Jesus, this video is already over half an hour. So really far off areas like here with only this as a teleport. I guess there's this as a teleport too. But unfortunately there's a lot of water around here, so you can't just like make a beeline. You have to kind of walk across here and here. Otherwise you risk drowning if you try to like just swim across. And that's kind of annoying. So I think some people said they're gonna like put a waypoint here if they need to ever fight this boss to get upgrades for characters. But yeah, for the most part, I think I'm not gonna be using that too much. Oop, sorry, heard that. What else is there? So yeah, these ones, they're just things to do. It gives you more reputation. Oops. And yeah, you just get more percentage explored and you get more reputation. So same thing with this, if you go talk to random people who have quests in this area, you get more reputation. And this is kind of just like equivalent to this. Whereas instead of going out to fight something, you go out to do something for someone. I guess it's really similar to the commissions you get every day. I was going through this. So another name card and another recipe, and then you get a wing as the final thing. You get this as a glider skin. I wonder when they're gonna add outfits into the game. I feel like they're putting glider skins as kind of like the initial, oh, we can just make a glider skin really easily, and we don't have to worry about clipping or anything. We just, it'll be easy to put out. But when they kind of get more comfortable with putting out customization options, I feel like after that they'll add another, if I go to that menu, they can just add another like column here. So there's wind gliders, and if I go down, it might be like outfits or something, and you can change it, or hats. You can change your hat or add something to your head. So yeah, that's the reputation system. There's also the reputation system in Li Yue as well, and it has Li Yue related quests, so, or Li Yue related rewards as well, like name cards for that, the thingy that lets you track down Geoculus and stuff like that. And yeah, if you complete these, you get like, if I just go back into this real quick. So you see here it says feature unlock mining outcrop. So what happens is if I talk to the forging guy, he will point out where there's like mining opportunities, so you can go out there and get like crystals, and there's a new currency which is like, if I just go into the inventory I can show it. So yeah, this is the new inventory, magical crystal chunk. So they tell you where this is, which is nice. I don't know, I think this is where you put those gadgets, and instead of books it's just like quest items now here. And yeah, they've changed it, instead of having 30,000 inventory capacity, but each thing takes one slot. They changed it to 2,000 for food, 2,000 for character related materials, character and weapon related materials, 1,000 for artifacts, and 2,000 for weapons, but they stack. So instead of adding all this up and saying this is the amount of inventory you have, it's just like all 302 of this count as one inventory. So I don't know if that's better or worse than 30,000. Initially it sounds worse because you're reduced by a lot, but at the same time they do stack now, so it might be a better. It's just that I can see people maxing the artifact and weapons out if they explore a lot, or if they do the domains and stuff a lot, and that might become annoying. But I feel like it will be pretty hard to max out these menus here. They still give us a lot of room. So yeah, that's good. I guess I should have said this in the beginning of the video, but just by existing, you get 300 Primo Gems for, actually 600, because they gave one for taking the servers down, and sorry for their for putting us inconvenience. And then they gave us another 300 for just them having to fix bugs that were introduced by the patch. So you get 600, which is like what, 3/8 of a 10 wish bundle, which is nice. It's always nice to get free Primo Gems. I think that just about covers most of it. There's a new quest, a new Archon quest, which I would like to also do. I'll record myself doing this. I think I'll move on to this right away. I just finished the Mona's quest, which is all the quests I have. And I'm going to put this video up before all the other videos, since this is kind of like newsy, I guess. I don't know. So if you're following my channel, which I doubt anyone is right now, but if you're following my channel chronologically, this video is chronologically after all the videos up till the Mona timeline or the storyline, but it will come out before all of that. So I think I'm currently in the YouTube like uploads, it's going through the Geo Archon quest, and then it'll move on to the Klee, and then the Venti, and then the Mona story quests. So yeah. So there'll be a little bit of a time gap, I guess, between this and those other videos. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing before I end things here, but I think I mostly covered everything. The wish banner, you can get to the shop from the wish banner now, which is really nice, instead of having to be like, uh-oh, I don't have enough fates. Now I gotta go out and then go into this menu and then buy it and be like, oh wait, I don't remember how many I needed, and then go back. You can just be like, I want to make a wish. I don't have enough. Wait, I don't know how much I need, and then just go back. You can like flip back and forth between these menus, which is nice. A lot of quality of life. So yeah, I'm really happy with this update. It kind of shows like MiHoYo, I guess, as a developer, their dedication to making this game good. Because you can totally see like some other developers just not caring. Like the people who did the Avengers game, live service game, and the people who did the Anthem. Is there even a new Anthem? I haven't heard any news about that game. So yeah, it makes this game seem like there's a bright future ahead of it, which I'm really glad to see. Hopefully this isn't like a perfect game, and there's still a lot of flaws and a lot of quality of life I wish to get included into the game. But yeah, at this point, I'm happy with what's going on, and I'm excited to see where this game goes. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed my random ramblings as I kind of show off the features and the new patch. One thing I really like, closing things off, is they actually just have in-game like the patch notes, so you can like review exactly what's in the game. Just by being like, oh, there's new world quests, there's a new event. Oh, events, I should go into events. Here, I'll end things off after the events. So there's this one, you can buy this. This will always be available, but you need to like finish some prerequisites before it gets unlocked, and you need a story key to unlock it, which is you get by finishing daily commissions. There's another seize the day, and you can test out the new characters that are available for the limited time character banner. And there was actually another section here, which is you get Barbara for free, which is nice because they were giving out Barbara for free for people who joined early, but it made it so that if you didn't join early, you miss out on Barbara, and that kind of puts like newer people in the game at a disadvantage, kind of, because she is a healer and a pretty good one, and not having her right away might make the game not as fun because you constantly have to like teleport back to the like the healing waypoints, or always have to have food cooked, which is a little bit annoying. But with Barbara, you get healing. So there was actually another one which gives you Barbara after like a certain. You get Barbara for free after you reach a certain adventure rank and finish a certain point in the story. So yeah, I already claimed that, and now my Barbara is pretty juiced. I almost have her maxed out, and I have not spent any money in this game. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed my little update here, and I think the next video I'm gonna do after I end this is me making wishes. So I'm gonna make a wish in my next video. Hopefully you'll be there for that. You can see how lucky or unlucky I am. So yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.